Oh, Elden Ring won Game of the Year. Kidding, I'm kidding. God, you guys take a joke? Look, in all seriousness, I just want to say congrats first to everyone who was nominated at the Game Awards this year. Whether you're a programmer, an artist, an actor, an actress, a musician, or anything else, there are tons of roles that play parts in making our favorite video games, and each and every single one of you deserves an applause. And I wish that we could give awards obviously out, but you know, unfortunately, that's just the way it is right now. But regardless, every single one of you, if it weren't for you guys, none of our games would be where they are today. And I just want to say thank you so much for the awesome year that was 2022. Again, it's thanks to you guys that we even get to play these awesome games. Now, to get the elephant in the room addressed and just get it out of the way, God of War versus Ragnarok. Should Elden Ring have won? Well, in my personal opinion, I don't think Elden Ring is Game of the Year, but that's just my personal opinion. Everyone else clearly thought it was, and it clearly won. So with things like art and the music and the world and everything for Elden Ring, it absolutely is amazing. It's a really fun game and everything like that. I just personally think that God of War is just a better game for me personally though, right? Again, I prefer a more linear story, and I think in terms of characters and the story that was told in game for God of War, it's just simply better than Elden Ring. That's just, again, my opinion. People are obviously going to say one thing, people are going to say another. Heck, there are people that think a different total game should have won Game of the Year. But regardless, either game definitely deserves it, and Elden Ring came out on top. So that's basically it. Whew. All right, now that that is out of the way, that's in the past, it is time for the future, and damn, 2023 is looking to be a crazy year in a good way for games. Rip my poor little wallet. That thing just got off life support from November games and my girlfriend moving in. So a lot of new stuff we had to buy. So I thought it would be cool to kind of go over the announcements and everything that we got to see at the Game Awards. None of this is any particular order or anything, you know, like from least hype to most hype, or, you know, the first one's my most hyped or something like that. It's just simply things that I thought were really cool that we got to see at the Game Awards. So again, no particular order or anything. And of course, I can't cover every little thing. Otherwise, we're going to be here for like a good hour or so, and I don't want to waste your guys' time. So let's just get started right into the video. But again, if you happen to enjoy the video though, make sure you leave a like and sub to the channel if you happen to be new, and also leave a comment down below what was your favorite thing from the Game Awards, whether it was an award given out, some speech, or an announcement for next year in 2023. Anyway guys, I'm Tallen with Five Nights Direct. Let's get this started. All right, guys, like we stated before, this is in no particular order, but my very first thing has to go to Star Wars Jedi Survivor. We'd heard about this game getting some kind of gameplay trailer at this event for a little bit here right before the whole Game Awards started, and we got it. And whew, man, has it changed ever since that teaser trailer we saw long ago. Not only is Cal all grown up, well, at least he's a few years older. He's at least 3 to 4 years older in this game. We don't know exactly how long it's been between the first game and the second game, unless the detail is now on some random website for EA. But regardless, this game looks really fun. From the combat and the new upgrades that we get with the lightsaber, we got the dual lightsaber obviously coming back. We got the single lightsaber. We got double lightsabers, one in each hand. We've even got a little bit of a little scene there with the customization that we get the little like hilts like on a guard, kind of like Kylo Ren had on his blade. So that's really cool. So I'm wondering if we're really gonna be able to delve more into the lightsaber combination and really flesh out what kind of lightsaber you want to have, and if those are going to have different moves and everything. Looks really cool. And then obviously we had different things like the story. We see that they've set up like a mini Jedi temple somewhere, and Cal's basically become public enemy #1 in the eyes of the Empire. And you know what, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. I mean, the dude faced off against Vader. I mean, he didn't really, you know, go toe to toe with him or anything like that. He basically had to survive and then run. But regardless, it'll be interesting to see how they weave that into the story, because we all know that Vader's mostly focusing on the Rebel Alliance, and then obviously he does the thing with Luke and all that stuff. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here. Or maybe this is after the events of like A New Hope or something like that. So Vader's clearly off the board and we have to deal with some other side of it. There's obviously some bounty hunters that are like, hey, let's remind the Jedi why they're extinct, and you know, obviously he's gonna hold his own and everything like that. So I don't know, it'd be super interesting. But the last part I really liked about it was seeing that friend. I don't know if he's a bounty hunter, but it's really cool to see somebody how he's fighting with you, kind of doing like some dual tag combos and everything like that. Kind of reminded me of the 2008 Prince of Persia combat, which I know was obviously not the greatest combat or anything, but the whole like leaping over your back and then hitting the enemy that you're facing and everything like that. So it looks really cool. Really interested to see how they handle the force powers and everything like that, because I've always loved having more over the top force powers and everything. So we'll have to wait and see what's going to happen there. Next one that definitely stood out to me in both a good and a bit of a bad way, unfortunately, is Diablo 4, actually. Now, I'm someone who is super hyped for Diablo 4. By the way, our own Goresh is also super hyped for Diablo 4, but I'm super hyped for it as well. And after playing a ton of Diablo 3 with my friend Lemon, we are definitely hyped for this. The thing that is worrying us the most, though, which I'm pretty sure 9 out of 10 other people are as well, is the monetization. It's the language they've used, because it's the exact same language they used for Immortal. And oh yeah, what happened with that game? I wonder. So really hoping that they actually do well by this game. I am keeping my hype in check. I am gonna expect the worst, and I want them to surprise me. I want them to be like, you know what? We got nothing in here that's making it scummy or anything like that. You get a full game, you paid your money, we'll have a couple DLCs afterwards or something like that. I know there's obviously going to be the cosmetics and everything, but they better have some cosmetics that you can earn in-game and not have to pay a penny. Hopefully it's going to be good. This game comes out in the 6th of June in 2023. So interesting time to release a game, but I'm all for it, because generally June's not exactly the most packed month. Really hoping for it, but again, keeping my hype in check. Next one coming that I did not expect at all, but I am super hyped, is Transformers Reactivate. It's an online action game developed by Splash Damage. Now, if you're someone who hasn't played a Transformers game, here are the 2 best Transformer games you will ever play up to this date. Transformers War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron. Now, I personally liked War for Cybertron a little bit better than Fall of Cybertron, but regardless, both are amazing games, because I put a ton of hours into those, and I'm really hoping that they are able to stick the landing with this new game coming up. I have absolutely no idea what it's really about. We simply know that some humans are involved, and so it's not only on Cybertron, so I'm a little worried they're going to try and get into the whole human aspect of it, which, let's be perfectly honest, never really sticks to landing for the most part. Movies, TV shows, you name it, aside from maybe a couple. But here's hoping that they stick the landing and it's a really good game. Again, maybe part of it will be taking place on Earth, part of it will be taken back on Cybertron or some other planet or something like that. But regardless, take your time with this one, because this looks really fun. The fact that it's also a 1 to 4 player co-op online game could be really cool. Just, again, give it the love and time it deserves. Do not rush this game, and I'm super hyped for it. All right, this next one was definitely a little bit of a surprise, considering the fact that I wasn't as hyped with the first game when it came out. I eventually did play it, and while it definitely has its faults in my own personal opinion, it's definitely a very divisive game, it was overall still a pretty good game. I'm of course talking about Death Stranding, and the fact that we got a trailer for Death Stranding 2, that was amazing. I was not expecting that. I mean, the graphics themselves are always really amazing. Kojima knows how to make a good looking production there, but we'll have to wait and see what kind of changes he makes to the gameplay and everything like that. I did see something that he apparently is changing the script for this game, because he basically predicted COVID or something like that. I'm not really sure. Some article I briefly passed by on social media, so I might be wrong in that, but regardless, I'm definitely interested to see what Death Stranding 2 does for its narrative, and if they just change up a little bit of the gameplay stuff. I'm not trying to say don't let him do his creative freedom and let him do what he wants to do. I'm just simply saying change it up just a little bit, because, you know, the whole concept of oh, you're basically a mailman in this world, it wasn't far off. So just, again, not necessarily bad gameplay, just add a little bit more variety maybe to it, you know, maybe speed it up a little bit, maybe add just a little bit more combat or something like that, regardless of how you want to do it. And yeah, I'm totally all for it. All right, this next one has to be included regardless of what you think about this personal game, but the fact that we got to see that Kevin Conroy, rest in peace, man, is gonna be Batman in Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, which comes out in 2023, which, by the way, we still haven't really seen any gameplay yet, but I got faith. I've got faith in the development team, because they made the Arkham trilogy, so I've got faith. But I'm super excited for this game coming out in 2023. It's supposed to come out in May, which is really not that far away. Hopefully it's going to be late May so that Zelda can have its time to shine, because, well, it's Zelda. It's going to do amazing regardless, unless it completely catches all the switches on fire and runs at 10 frames per second. That one's for our little Bobby right there. But regardless, I love the fact that we get to see that, yes, Kevin Conroy gets to reprise his role as Batman one last time. Again, rest in peace, man. It was always awesome to watch you, whether it was in a game, on TV, in a movie, you name it. You are the Batman. I'm sorry, he just is. Kevin Conroy is the Batman, and cannot wait to play this game in May 2023. This one, which was very early on in the show, this one has a lot of people hyped, and a lot of people are expecting this to win a lot of awards when this game releases. We're not exactly sure on the release date just yet, but Hades 2. If you did not play the original Hades, what are you doing? Go play it right now. You can get this thing on sale for like $5 sometimes, depending on where you buy it. Go play this game. It's an amazing game. Awesome combat, cool cutscenes, awesome. Just go play it. Hades 2, it's gonna be awesome. Can't wait to play it. Enough said. Just that's how it is. All right, before we get into my final one personally here, again, this has been in no particular order. I do want to give a couple of shout outs just for some smaller ones that I've seen a lot of information for already. And so I already knew and already am hyped for to see it. So this is mostly covering stuff that was newer, but this stuff is here regardless. We get to see a brief trailer for a game called Earthblade. Looks really cool. That coming out in 2024. We have a Dune open world survival MMO coming out. Well, no idea when that's going to be releasing, but regardless, it's really cool to see. There is currently a demo right now for Forspoken out on the PlayStation Store. I'm still a little weary about this one personally. I got to try it out at Tokyo Game Show. Check it out in the top left corner there if you want to check out the kind of preview video that I did for it. I'm hoping that they maybe address some of the stuff that I talked about in that video in September, but we'll have to wait and see. But regardless, if you want to try it out for yourself, by all means, it's a free demo right now, comes out in January. Tekken 8 got a really cool trailer. Apparently a lot of Kingdom Hearts fans thought they were like looking at a Kingdom Hearts trailer, and then they got teased, I guess. I don't really know, but regardless, Tekken 8 looking really cool. So if you're into that, definitely looking really fun. Wayfinder's another cool game that I'm definitely looking forward to. We'll have to wait to see what happens with that. More details hopefully coming soon. And the last two little small things were Cyberpunk getting its Phantom Liberty trailer for that one and only DLC that it will be getting before they start to work on the next game. And finally, Final Fantasy 16 got its release date finally for June 22nd, 2023. Again, showing why 2023 is going to be a big year for games. Now, my final personal thing that I personally like to see real quick, regardless of what you think of the franchise and what the current game is right now, that Destiny 2 Lightfall trailer was so awesome. Using a grapple on the Thunder Crash Titan, that was pure fan service right there. The music used with it and everything like that. The music used for that trailer was awesome, and I personally can't wait to try out this DLC in late February 2023. If you want to join the Destiny 2 clan, by the way, make sure you join the 5-9 clan. We got plenty of spots open if you want to come hang out with us. We do streams as well with everybody. It's always a fun time. Now, a couple of extra things I wish we could have seen. I wasn't obviously expecting it, but a couple things I would have liked to have seen personally. Would have liked to have seen a little gameplay trailer potentially for Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, maybe something from Kingdom Hearts 4. Again, nothing too serious, just maybe a small little 30-second clip trailer or something like that. I know that game is still like 20 years away into the future before it releases. And finally, I would have liked to have seen something from Xbox in terms of like exclusives and everything. They keep pushing Game Pass and everything, but unless I missed something, where are the exclusives for Xbox? I wanted to see whether it was some cool new Redfall trailer or something from Starfield, or some Fable. Where's Fable? What's going on with that game? I want to see those trailers. So I was a little disappointed we get to see any of that stuff. So hopefully we'll see something coming up in E3 time zone or something like that. I'm not really sure, but regardless, we'll have to wait and see. So all right, guys, so with that, though, that is everything from the Game Awards that I personally found really cool and interesting. There's obviously a lot of stuff I wish we could have seen, like, where's my Spider-Man 2 gameplay? But no, I know they're working absolutely hard on all those games, and I can't wait to see those in this upcoming year. It's obviously sad if something gets delayed, but I'd rather have a game delayed than pushed out too early. Had way too many of those games in the past. So anyway, let us hear your thoughts down below in the comments. As always, what was your favorite announcement, game reveal, you name it, when it came to the Game Awards of 2022? And what are you most looking forward to in 2023? Again, I've been Tallen here, 5-9 Direct. Thank you so much for watching this video. Leave a like if you like the video, sub to the channel if you happen to be new. Until next time, everyone, we'll see you all in the next one. Johnny.